press it. Shorty one beat in a taxi, baby sadly I ain't trying to undress it. I need a bad bitch with style and class. 10 for face and ass, I should make a boy stare with a girl I pass. Holy raw, she don't like half my team in the past.
Welcome everyone, I'm your host Tracy Imran, and this is Let's Talk DBN, the debate show where we talk about controversial and trending topics. So let's get into it. So the first question we have here, guys, are postcode wars as relevant in Ireland as main to seem on social media, or is it due to influence from peers? I feel like it's not.
Postcode. Like it's not even just postcode, but it's deep though. It's a lot.
Like, why are you fighting for what's the land that like they don't care about?
It's not even a land. It's like it's just literally it's back to front. It's literally like say you do something to a guy. Let's say if you touch Teslam, obviously my relationship growing up with Teslam will make me feel that's a violation. Let me go touch up one of his.
One common misconception is that the postcode war is like it's not even the right type of description for what's going on because it's not because of where they're from.
Yeah, it's not.
That's the thing. The way you're saying postcode, I'd be like, okay, you're fighting for what D20, like for what reason? But when you explain it like that, I understand it. You get me?
Well, see that postcode thing. That's what's in the UK, but in Ireland, the one I'm talking about is the example that I give.
But that's not the same for all postcodes.
But that's the thing.
That's
like
nobody's fighting for ends in Ireland.
No, exactly. No one's fighting for the area, and no one does.
So it's literally just because somebody violated you and you're just and they're from different ends. I'm just backing your bro.
Yeah, but it's one of them ones that it could be like.
But then why? Can I ask a question? Why is it so deep that like, let's say one of my friends now from Drogheda, he on the train and there were Briggs boys or something, and they all go and pressure him. Like what's like for what reason? And this is the person. This person is not even part of the beat. He's just from Drogheda. You know what I mean? It makes no sense.
That happens. It happened to me as well. Happens.
But then that makes it a postcode.
Then that makes it a postcode because you are involving people that are not even involved.
Even if they catch you flipping, even I don't even know if in a group chat they've seen you some sort of with the guy a couple of times. Boys, they look at this. What I learned about a lot of these fellas that are involved in this is that most of the shit happens because of boredom. Like they just have nothing to do. They literally have nothing to do.
Because like even when you're at a motive and you're hearing someone saying, "Oh, blanche niggas are here," what are you gonna do?
That happens, and a lot of shit like that is serious. Like it's one of them was like because a lot of guys fuck up parties purposely.
Yeah, because they're bored. Because they're bored. That's what it is. Is it not that is postcode then? It's postcode then.
No, but it's one of them ones. Shit like that feel. It's like
me and him grew up in Condokin. So it's the thing where it's like naturally we're gonna have people around Condokin. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's say that's how it started off then, but now it's turned into postcode wars.
It's like that all the time.
Yeah, but not like
because you're involving people that literally have no involvement at all.
But it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones. It's just it's never justifiable, but it's one of them ones that it's just gonna keep happening because shit like this always happens.
But that's the thing. When's it gonna end?
It can't end.
Like go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When's it gonna end? Like?
Is there not sometimes though where things are settled?
Oh yeah, that happened one time. But like
That
happened one time, but like it's one of them ones that not everybody thinks the same. And things can be settled, and then something now happen again. You know when people just get bored for no reason, and they just go on, oh, this guy did this in a party, then next party will get him. Don't worry, you know what I mean?
You know when you guys say it's deep, is it deep in regards to like what the person did to the other person, or how is it deep?
People just don't want to be violated. That's just it. I guess not everything.
No, but you're saying that. Is it like a pride thing, an authority thing?
It's a pride thing. It's more like a pride thing, and it's more like they don't want to be seen as an. I mean, there's some people that make music, and they make like real dark aggro music, trying to prove their badness. I'm sorry, bro. Trying to prove their badness all the time. So if something like that was to pop up in a party, all because of the type of music that he makes, people are expecting him to do the madness. You get me? But it's one of them ones that, of course, that's only one part of it. Like obviously, there's another part of it, as in like the people that are really in it, like the people that really does this, they don't like look for next man, let's go to this party to fuck up the party. The ones that fuck up the parties are the young fellas that just not invited to the party or they can't get in because they don't have ID. You know what I mean?
They're older, they're actually on it.
The people that are on it, you won't see them on the street.
Like what you were saying about your friend that's from where, Jordan or something?
Yeah.
Like the Briggs, I have friends that are from Briggs, like, and they're around my age. They don't really care about all type of stuff. Like maybe the youngest that would be like asking them where you're from,
Yeah.
And even still, like, it's more because like what he was talking about, they might have seen you in and around that person because, like we said, like there's always a community.
They're not
Because
involved in the
if
beat.
they
They're
don't
just
know-
around the
If it's
person.
the youngest, then
I'm
do you
trying
know?
to give justification. I'm trying to give an explanation. You know,
Yeah.
because they feel as if like, oh, I can't find this person. This is the next best thing. So,
Next
so
target.
that they can say that, okay, but we touched
This
that
guy.
that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's essentially just it.
Essentially, what I'm saying is the real man that are actually on it. More time they're even in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
Imagine going to prison for a fucking postcode. Like, come on.
no, so it's not. It's not.
Okay, imagine going to prison because your boy, because somebody violated your boy. Like, come on, you were going to prison because why? True, that's why I threw milkshake at you. And then you're then I come and stab you. And I'm like,
It's a real shit.
One thing everyone, you guys keep saying it's deeper, it's deeper.
what is it about?
Obviously, I'm only speaking from what I see.
Yeah, what you
And
see,
in the music industry, where I do my thing, obviously, people know. Also called I can't work with some artists because, see, a drawhead artist, I can't work with a drawhead artist if he has beef with the artist I've already previously worked with.
Why?
Obviously, well, let me finish this because it's one of them ones. Obviously, the way I make my music, my aim is to just be like, just number one. Like, there's Storms can work with this, can work with that, because trying to put people on. But one in my situation as I am now, coming up, you need to like select the lane.
I feel like it's even the same for big artists as well. Like certain rappers can't rap with certain people just because of past beef. Like.
Yeah, so like Kojo Phones and J Host.
69.
Yeah, Kojo Phones and J Host, they can make a track together. That'll be sick.
So it's not just because of things in Ireland. Like,
But
Yeah, no,
trust
but
me, like,
obviously we're in
man,
Ireland, so we're gonna relate to Ireland.
Ireland,
So
yeah.
it's just in regards to what I see.
I know, but like when we say that it's deeper, like
Yeah.
what you see it's not really it. Like he's trying to explain.
But can you give an example of a violation?
I wouldn't be able to.
There is. It's not essentially a violation, but it's still this thing as well. It's like let's say trapping is involved with postcode wars as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing where it's like, if another guy's coming to my area or something, and he's trapping around my area, he's taking my money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing where it's like, let's say if your co-worker is taking half of your pay now, how are you gonna feel? You know what I'm saying?
Fair, boy. So I have to go prison for like. I'm not gonna go prison for that.
That's one of them. That's what these people know. Some people are just wired like that. Like shit like that to people that have common sense. Know like, oh, if I go this, that's the end. Like, you know what I mean? But some guys
Some
like.
people just don't care.
Okay, but what about a violation for people who aren't trappers?
You can't put logic behind it.
I know.
Because those people don't really operate by.
They don't use a brain. Like these are like it's one of them ones. If you actually talk to some of these guys, like they don't have any chill. Like I remember one time I was on the phone to one of these guys, trying to explain that. Look, bro, like what is like why do you do this? It's one of them ones. There's the reasons that they give you. They never have a solid reason. That's why I always put it down to boredom. You get me? Because
Okay, so you're really trying. So some people are really trying to go to prison out of
Boredom.
Like imagine somebody asks me, you tell them I did time. They ask you for what?
What did you do? Oh, this guy poured milkshake on me.
What you guys are
no, not even that. You want
So I stabbed him. Huh?
Now some people go too far to the point where now they're in this situation where they've now threatened someone. That man brought out knives, then too they're bringing out knives.
My ask my question to you is what happens to them then? Because they don't go to prison. So why would they not continue what they're doing? That's all I'm trying to get you trying to understand.
Oh, so just because you didn't get caught, you should continue doing what you're doing.
Right, but no.
A lot of them don't go to prison.
They don't go to. If I beef at a party, nothing's gonna happen to me. If I beef outside of
No, but can I just give an example? Like, I feel like that's fine until the beef goes too far. Because, like, I live in Waterford, right? And we had a party there, and Cork people came.
I remember that.
Yeah, and they had, like, really big beef, right? Literally, we went from all being chill to literally somebody taking a bottle and slapping somebody in the head with it. This was a boy that wasn't even 18 years of age yet. The other guy was old enough. But the thing I have with that is, okay, because you want to have a beef now, you're willing to come and hit someone with a bottle. What if he actually died from that? Nobody thinks it's like, nobody thinks like, but that's not good enough. Your excuse is not good enough because I didn't think when you're fine with some, nobody thinks like.
We're not saying,
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is like, even when people are fine with it and people are standing there, that's not good enough either. Because at the end of the day, if that fight goes too far, you're not going to stand there and look at somebody's mother or something and say, well, it was too deep for them. Like it's just silly. Like it's like boys are actually silly. Like it's so silly.
Like it's
But that's the same way that like.
beefing to
you're beefing someone, you know, you're throwing a few punches.
Yeah, but we don't want to be doing
beefing for both. Yeah, okay, I can beef for girls, but like I'm not bringing out
into
knives.
people.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying? Like you
Not
guys
just to be trusted like this.
it's not a movie, like, this is real life.
Imagine if they pull a knife from you.
Yeah, it's just the knives and
It's too much. It's too much.
The worst I've seen is acid. That's
Sometimes it's actually pathetic. Some of them who, like, they'll go around asking people, like, on trains and stuff. I've heard stories of guys doing on trains and people ask them, oh, where are you from?
Yeah.
And they'll say, oh, I'm from this end, and they do not beat them up because of war. Because he's from a different entity. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not justifiable at all in that kind of way.
Imagine, can I ask you a question?
That's the thing. It doesn't make any sense. It's only to people that have sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Can I ask a question? Imagine one day, right? Okay, you're in Tala, this other person's in Blanche. Imagine the government moves one person from Blanche and gives them a home in Tala. What do you do then? Are you going to start fighting for Tala or are you going to start fighting for Blanche? What happens?
That happens. That's perfectly normal. That shit happens. Like, obviously, that should happen. Let me not say who, but people know. But what's it called? It's that situation. The person has sense. You have to get cameras in your gaff.
That's just so silly.
It's one of them ones, unless you're active, because most of the time everybody just assumes that people are, okay, this guy's from Blanche, she's active, you know what I mean? But it's one of them ones, I was listening to Nipsey Hussle, he said, what's it called? A lot of people that like go out to, where you from, they normally ask the girl that looks most like them. They never ask someone that, let's say, a white guy, where are you from, you know what I mean? Because they assume that this guy is like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's one of them ones that you just need to think strategically, especially in that kind of situation. But even with me as well, I moved out conducting into a very hot area. I bought cameras in my gaff. I'm not involved, but I bought cameras in my gaff just with my parents. You get me? Not for me, because I know I'm going back to Carlo. This dumb place. Fam. What's it called? So it's just one of them ones, just taking the steps that you need to take, even for your own security. Because when it... Exactly, that's the full
That's actually so true. That's like arguing with a food.
That's what it is. Like.
So what do? We just let them continue doing it. Let it go on and on until someone dies.
I mean, if they all die, they all die. The beef is ended at the end of the day. Like, do you know what I mean?
What's going to happen?
That's the thing. Youngers are involved as well.
What's going to happen?
Youngers will be getting 600, 700 a week. You know what I'm saying? Like.
That's not the
Not all the time.
With other races.
I think maybe it's movies, bad influence.
No, not even.
Don't even say what he's going to say.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so
it's not true.
we can bring this into it. We can bring this into it. Do we think real music?
Oh my god.
No, we have to. Should it influence that type of lifestyle?
No.
I do not know.
I personally don't think it does.
If I listen to LSD by ASAP Rocky, I'm not gonna go home and take LSD. Like, what are you talking about?
But the thing is,
I don't think.
guys, we're thinking that everyone has common sense. Not everybody has common sense. A lot of people are easily influenced by things like that.
Would rev some youths up to do something like that. I do really think it would.
I don't think it influences it. I don't think it influences it. But I think that they need to stop normalizing it in music the way they do. And like, because like even now music, like I remember there's one a few years ago now, and he was rapping about stabbing his cousin. And like literally,
I remember that was
people were literally listening to it and like were like, yeah, like I was like, somebody's rapping about stabbing, whether it's true or not true, like, are you weird? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, that's so deep, like, why would you rap about that? But the thing's like, it's so normalized now that it's just like, oh, okay.
That one's
Guys, if you can go onto music and rap about it and all your boys are behind you going, yeah.
Wait,
kind of
you rap about
normalized
sex,
everything like
Guys, one house.
One time if they're rapping about it and the boys are behind them, they're going like, they're gassing them.
Like,
Sometimes
real music does give a bit of a.
No, it's because they're all active. All the boys that make that type of music. There's only people that are involved in that type of shit that would, oh yeah, that's sick. You get me? But the people that drum music is sold to.
Like, would you not be scared that people know that like you stabbed your cousin?
No.
You know?
No,
You're not ashamed.
Would you get ratings for that?
just people are sense to look at
Yeah, I know something about
You
you
keep
guys,
it.
but
It's
I'm
kind of
saying-
like power. When Kanan shot his son, like
Listen to the song.
It's one of them ones. Music it's not only drum music. People, it's like just hip hop in general. Because one of them was people always say drill because drill is modern. But back in the day, people were saying Tupac, Biggie when they were rapping. It's the same. Oh, that's the gun crime, gun violence. They're saying NWA. They're saying all this type of shit about it. But like at the end of the day, it's just with the terms as of now, drill music, it's literally like art. Like it depends on how you perceive it. Like someone like Testing that has common sense will not go and do the madness. You get me? When I was young, I was listening to all that stab up the cousin. You know what I mean? Done this madness and that. But it's one of them was me being from a solid family. Like I know that's our source. It's just one of them was not everyone is like me. And so a lot of guys might read that wrong as well and actually take that shit to heart. Because I know people that listen to like Lil Durk and Lil everything. You know what I mean? And they start doing all the zans and all this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Because that shit thing is like this shit. You know what I mean? But music does influence a lot of stuff. But so does news. But so does fashion. So does social media.
Everything influences.
There's influence in everything.
Like, I mean, we're all screaming, I'm in love with that Coco. Were we actually?
Realistically.
You just
That's so funny.
That's what's up.
It's just, hold on, let me get my fix. Like, come on.
It's just in regards, going back to the whole postcode thing, it's just a thing where it's like, we see it affecting people's families.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And it's like, where did we get to that point where we realize, you know what? What's the point of it? You know what I mean?
No,
Wasn't that his household blown up?
You know what I mean? Like,
In this country,
Break down.
you know what she said there? When we get to the point where we realize that all this is for nothing, it's when you have a son, when you have like a kid to look after, and you be like, oh my God, if something happens to me, I cannot be here for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but some people have kids and still no sense.
That's what I think, but most of them, but I can guarantee you, most of these fellas, like, once that shit happens, obviously because it's petty beef, it's not like, it's not like it's a crazy thing like in the UK the way it is now. Like, them ones that have no sense and they still have kids, they'll still keep doing what they're doing, but like in Ireland, it's even on a minimal that it's some like having a kid, it's massive.
But can I say to you though, like, why do you need to have a kid for you to come to that realization? Like, why is like not even your family?
No. What I'm saying is that that's the most obvious reason. Sometimes a lot of these girls like form religion as well. A lot of people like or get nicked or they just have an encounter, and that's another way of like completely changing everything. And another thing is that some people just find shit like music. You get me? That's another way of getting rid of all of that shit. Some people just start flipping businesses is going well for them. It's just stuff like that. Once people are able to really occupy themselves, then all of that shit is not relevant anymore, you know what I mean? And those are the only main reasons why people can actually realize, okay, what I'm doing is not taking me anywhere. So full stop. That.
Annabella, do you have anything?
It's just them man are easily influenced.
Yeah, that's what.
I don't know. Maybe it's the thing that we actually need to teach from young enough.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, ask that.
I just think this postcode thing is stupid, but I think it's deeper than just postcodes. Like, we're girls, we're not really involved in any of that stuff. We don't really know what goes down. That's like when I find out parties, all that kind of stuff. Like, I know we're like,
That's when it affects us. When you guys ruin our parties, that's when it affects us.
I can tell.
Just go to the party and check it out.
That's that girl, bro.
You know that one? Everybody
Dash your head, man. The way it flies.
That's that girl, bro.
That's so funny.
Yeah, this is actually a question I asked the girls. Would you guys be with someone?
No. Am I mad?
No.
Am I mad?
It's very unattractive. It's very unattractive. Very. My mom.
Wait.
No, you guys would ever get a guy like
Am I mad?
I would get, but I wouldn't.
I can't take you
involved
seriously,
with him,
and I
I just
can't be
can't
involved.
No. Wait. Wait. Can I say something? Like, it's just for the ones that like you get with them, but you can't get into like a serious relationship with them. I don't think that makes sense. 'Cause, like, for me, if I say I'm against that, I'm against it all over. It's like I'm not getting with you, period. If I know
I
that.
don't get with you at all.
Nah, I get with them. No, but then that doesn't make sense because
They're paid, like, I'm not gonna lie. They just don't have sense. They just don't have sense.
No, for me personally.
But then are you really against something? Then if
You're, that's,
you're not really against it? Because if I say that, if I say I'm
not
against,
really though, because I'm literally just getting with him. I'm just using him. Like,
then
I
you're
don't
not.
want anything
Then
to
you're
do
not
with
really.
it.
No.
I'm after beating my man, they accidentally pushed me too. What do I do then?
No, because I'm not his girlfriend. I don't care what they do to him. I do not care what they do to him. I'm not his girl. Leave me alone. Thank you. So now you're telling me every single girl that has gone with those guys.
Hold on, 1%
So every single girl that's gone with, let's say a guy from Tyler, whatever, they're all going to be put into the beef. No. No.
Hell no.
I would just.
By the way, it's not every guy in Tala that
You were
is
just
involved.
a-
Yeah,
It's not every guy in Tala, like obviously, you know.
that's
Just saying.
true. But some of them ones, the people that are involved, it's really, a lot of guys can notice, like obviously girls wouldn't know, but the people that are really involved, like you can go on a party and you not see, oh, that's my man from, you know what I mean? But people won't see that. This is why when people say, oh, here's conducting on the party now, you get me? It won't affect some people, but the people that are involved, it will affect them. You get me? So stuff like that, it just gets long. Obviously, me, I'm not involved in any of that
Don't be involved.
madness. Because me, as of me, I'm just trying to do clean image, make my money, and I move back to Banana Island, Nigeria, and start a new life.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
But sure, what about
What's
like
Banana Island?
outside of the
Go and look
city?
up.
You
outside
didn't
of
just say that.
They're not that postcode thing outside of Dublin, outside the main city.
Yeah, because I'm from Waterford. When I came here, that's when I heard about postcode.
Yeah.
I
That
know
is
so
so
much
true.
about
Why
postcode
were you
before.
Dublin people?
It's like dead ass.
I never heard about
No, but they
postcode
always
before.
start everything,
I feel like
to be
people just
fair.
take it too personal. Like beef
Yeah.
happens everywhere in the world. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I feel like it's just because we're the first generation of Irish people.
That's what it is.
Maybe
Maybe,
it's to us because I promise you, everywhere in UK, I know everyone always says UK, but happens in America, happens in
France,
Brazil,
yeah,
happens
yeah.
in France, happens
especially.
in Spain, happens in Nigeria. Do you know
I don't
what I mean?
even know. France is even harder than France is harder than
Yeah, but you need to remember.
the bullshit that was cut
In
people's
France,
fingers off.
it's deeper than an island.
This is the first generation. That's why this is the first time we're seeing these things. That's why it's such a big deal. Do you understand what I mean? Obviously, it's not good, but it happens everywhere across the world. Like, there's no point trying to like make your head hot thinking about it.
Yeah, no,
Just
like-
make sure you're correct whoever you roll with.
Yeah,
is
make sure
correct.
Yeah, but sure,
the
beef
race
should just be kept as beef then. It shouldn't have.
Obviously, but that's, I feel like that's obvious.
Generational.
Guys,
But look at the history of, do you know what I mean?
Like we're talking about something that's just not going to make sense. Like, it's
to
just
be
not gonna
honest,
make
it
sense.
happens
Like,
everywhere. It's
it
very
just is what
normal.
it
It's
is.
been happening for time.
We come to a conclusion that people are just
It is
silly.
what it is.
Even the people that are involved, they won't even watch this and be enlightened. They'll be outside.
They won't care. Anyway, guys, so we've come to the end of this episode. Only thing we ask you guys, please don't beef at parties anymore. I wanna enjoy my parties.
What parties is COVID?
But anyway, that's the end of today's episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Just shut me, bro, in the road, and I'm a slide and take off heads. Them boys bunch of Karens that stand on blocks.